quite the process. What's up, guys? Today is part one of moving the boat. Tomorrow morning, we're pulling the boat out of the water. This morning, we're going to untangle all of our anchor lines and get it ready so we can do a quick pull in the morning. That's a big mess. And look down there, you can see where all the growth is. Ooh. Yeah. Woo. Here in Luperon Harbor, a boat typically does 1 revolution per night. We've been anchored in this exact spot for 7 months.
First, we thought we could use the dinghy to unwind the anchor lines, spinning the boat in circles. But then we decided to do it by hand.
Starting at the cleat, we removed 1 line at a time, unwrapping it down to the knot where all 3 anchor rods came together below the keel.
This nasty ball of sea growth is where 2 lines came together, tying to our main anchor rod with a rolling hitch. Above that, a 20-pound lead ball kept it weighted down.
With anchor rod going in opposite directions, the weight is crucial in keeping the knot below the keel.
With the weight removed, next up was the tiny Bruce.
A rolling hitch is designed to slide down but not up, and these knots were a bit difficult to untie. Persistence prevailed, and eventually all 3 anchor lines were separated. I'll feed it one little bit at a time because it might be a little tangled.
By hand, we pulled the boat on top of our targeted anchor, then cleated it off and used the motor to pluck the anchor out of the mud.
Is this our anchor line? We just have 1 anchor out. We're gonna leave that anchor out for the day and the night, and tomorrow morning we'll just have 1 anchor to pull, and then we'll head on in. Check out the bow of the boat here. Time to clean up. It's been a long time since we pulled up to a dock, and we executed to perfection. However, there was a massive glare that I couldn't bear to put you guys through, so you'll just have to take our word for it.
Using 3 lines, the crew guided Jacques Mate over the hydraulic trailer.
weight of the boat is held up by the keel, and with no goggles, they dove down to line it up with the lifting blocks.
In the green shirt, you have Isaac, the boatyard manager. He's involved every step of the way and even got in the water to check that our boat was properly aligned with the lift.
So far, success. Good job to Isaac and the crew. They did amazing. They had a few little snafus, it appears, but they're professionals. So far, this has been a great experience. They use what they have, and what they have is good enough. That barnacle butt. Looks like the keel is bulging right here. It's a little scary. Yeah, you can hear the difference in the sound here. This right here, you can see it's bulging. It's really soft.
Got fiberglass before, too.
It's already been fiberglass once before, yeah. So we're gonna need to re-fiberglass the keel here. Hear the difference?
This being the first time we lifted Jacques Mate out of the water, we were shocked to find the aft end of our keel is hollow. Had we known, we could have instructed them to lift her from the forward end of the keel where we would not have incurred any damages.
So this is gonna be the spot for the boat for the next couple weeks. First job is sanding the bottom. So we've already got started on that yesterday, and we'll show you the keel. The keel was really the only thing that didn't go great. They lifted it from the back end of the keel, and we're unaware of it, so we're not holding them liable for that. And once they moved the support to the front of the keel, the back of the keel seems to have kind of bounced back. So it looks pretty good. But that was an interesting discovery. Half the keel is hollow.
So we'll do some reglassing on that, fix up whatever was compromised there in the lift. Yeah, so bottom job, cockpit floor, steering column, but first things first, we'll do the bottom.
And you might see we're itching a little bit. So we've been told by everybody that you're not going to be able to stay on the boat while you're on the hard here in Luperon, especially where they put our boat. And they put us here because of the keel, the way it was. They didn't want to move it very far. So we are right next to the mangroves, which is where all the no-see-ums and mosquitoes are hanging out. There's like no wind here because the wind comes from the east, so we're totally blocked off. Plus we're just 20 feet from the mangroves, so it's gonna be a test, but we're of course gonna go for it. And people told us we couldn't stay on our boat in Ruskin, Florida in the summertime and we successfully did that.
It's actually okay in the boat. We have some no-see-um netting, but as soon as you get out of the boat, there's just a cloud of insects waiting for you, and they're vicious. So if you're curious to know what it costs for us to haul the boat out and for us to stay in the boatyard on blocks each day, there's a per day cost. We outline all of that in our Bums Budget. It's on bumsonaboat.com under the Bums Budget tab. Just so you know, this page is for our Tier 2 patrons, which is a $5 donation per video. You can set the limit at 1 video per month. So $5 a month, and you can see everything that we've spent on boat-related projects, food, everything since we got back to the boat. So check it out if you're curious.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe and hit that like button. We'll see you next time. We got a lot of work to do and we're excited to get started. We can't wait to get back in the water and underway. This is really the final phase before moving east.
These are the tales of Boab.